evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. Today is Tuesday, February 19th, 2019. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, we'll bring you more video as the Tullahoma Sports Council conducts its first induction ceremonies for the Tullahoma Sports Hall of Fame. And 3 Tullahoma World War II veterans are recognized as they reach the golden age of 100 this year. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester. Check out the 2018 Ford F-150 up to $10,000 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Ford on 41A in Winchester, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Can you imagine a world without beauty, without color, without creativity, without art? Well, neither can we. Keep arts alive and experience all kinds of arts and crafts at the 2nd Annual Arts Alive Tullahoma on the newly renovated lawn of the South Jackson Civic Center, May 25th and 26th. For details, visit TullahomaArtsCouncil.com and come spend the day at our fun, family-friendly arts festival.
Welcome back. The Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security and the Tennessee Highway Patrol announced last week preliminary figures indicating the state has recorded 1,047 traffic fatalities in 2018. That's a 2.2% increase in vehicular deaths on Tennessee roadways compared to 2017 when there were 1,024 traffic fatalities. The 2018 traffic fatality numbers include vehicular deaths reported by all Tennessee law enforcement agencies.
The number of DUI arrests in 2018 made by Tennessee state troopers decreased to 6,973. That's a 6.9% decrease compared to 2017. Additionally, Tennessee state troopers issued 109,055 seatbelt and child restraint device citations in 2018, a 5.6% decrease from the 115,504 citations that were issued in 2017. In Tennessee, unrestrained motorists accounted for 42% of vehicle occupants killed in 2018. Other contributing factors in fatal crashes included speed and distracted driving, with 147 and 60 deaths respectively. Pedestrian fatalities have increased by 11% over the past year, from 123 in 2017 to 136 in 2018.
Tennessee is celebrating a record to be proud of. Thanks to favorable weather and citizens who burned debris safely, 2018 saw a record low number of wildfires. The Tennessee Department of Agriculture Division of Forestry is working to continue that trend throughout 2019 by reminding citizens that if plan to burn outdoors, a burn permit is required. More than 300,000 permits are issued each year, and they are only issued when conditions are conducive to safe burning. If you live inside city limits, there may be additional restrictions, so check with your municipality before you burn.
Obtaining a burn permit is free, fast, and simple. If you are burning a leaf or brush pile that is smaller than 8 feet by 8 feet in size, the state's online system provides a quick and efficient way to apply. For a larger burn, call your local Division of Forestry burn permit phone number Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. The online system and burn permit phone numbers can be found at www.burnsafetn.org. Burning without a permit is a Class C misdemeanor punishable by up to 30 days in jail and/or a fine. Wildfires caused by arson are a Class C felony punishable by 3 to 15 years in prison and up to $110,000 in fines. Anyone with information about suspected arson activity should call the State Fire Marshal's arson hotline at 1-800-762-3017. Cash awards are offered for information leading to an arrest or conviction. To report illegal burning, call 1-888-891-TDEC.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester. Check out the 2018 Ford Explorer up to $8,000 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Ford on 41A in Winchester, home of a lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
My wife Jackie has always been the life of the party, but things changed when she couldn't be as active anymore.
They told me I needed a double knee replacement.
It's not as big a deal as it used to be, but she still needed to go to rehab.
I was amazed at how good the therapists were at Life Care. They took really good care of me.
They took excellent care of her, and now she's back doing the things she loves, and that makes everyone happy.
Life Care Center of Tullahoma wants you to get active and live well.
Welcome back. 3 area World War II veterans were honored last Friday at Brookdale Senior Living in Tullahoma. The veterans or will be 100 years old this year, coinciding with the 100th anniversary of the American Legion. Tullahoma American Legion Post 43 Commander Alan Harris introduces the veterans.
The purpose of my visit was to bring these 3, and actually I mentioned earlier there's a 4th one who turns 100 years old in September. So in the local community of Tullahoma, a town of less than 20,000, we have not 1, not 2, but 4 of the greatest generation that served in World War II. And they're here with us today. On my right is Thomas Gwynn. I think he is yes, Thomas, you are the youngest of the bunch here. You won't turn 100 until June 2nd, is that correct? That's correct, yeah. All right, and to my left is the next youngest. That's David Lowhorn. He turns 100 years old on the 19th of February, just a few days from now.
Let me make a comment on that.
Uh-oh. He's going to tell me that he's older than 100.
I was born in 1919 when World War I ended, and I served in World War II.
That is correct.
Thank you for your service.
And on my far left is the senior of the bunch.
World War II
and Korea, absolutely. On my far left, Mr. R.E. Alexander, who turned 100, as you guys probably already know, he turned 100 on December 20th of last year. That's right. So when we get finished with the little festivities here, you guys can huddle up around these veterans and you can learn some really, really interesting stories, as I have. December 20th, 2018. 1918, I'm sorry. 2018, he turned 100 last year, so he's the senior of the bunch. I get a little bit excited when I'm standing around all these great people. And so I just wanted to make sure. Now, those of you out are wondering, what is the American Legion? How is the American Legion connected to these gentlemen who are either 100 or turning 100 this year? So this day in history, February 15th, 1919, a group of 20 National Guard and Reserve officers, along with a few other active duty officers, met in Paris, France. As you recall, through your history lessons, World War II, the war to end all wars, had just ended the previous November with an armistice signing. And so you had thousands upon thousands of American troops still stationed overseas, and the way they had to get home was wait patiently for ships to arrive to haul them and their equipment back across the waters to America. So if you can imagine a draftee that was anxious to get home after the war and having to sit in a faraway land, most of them have no idea how far away it is. They just know that they left home as a young boy, and they're going to return home as a still young but a man. But they're waiting there, and their morale starts to decline. So some of the leadership decided that it would be a great idea to form a veterans organization or some sort of organization designed to help these young soldiers out, give them something to do, give them purpose, give them an incentive to be here in Paris, patiently awaiting their opportunity to come home. So, today in history, February 15th, 1919, 100 years ago, 20 officers of the National Guard and Reserve huddled up to form the framework of what would become the American Legion. Next month, March 15th, is when they actually came together again in Paris as a much larger organization. Lieutenant Colonel Theodore Roosevelt Jr. in charge to form what was initially called the Veterans of the Great War, which is now called the American Legion. So that is our purpose here today. That is our connection to these great gentlemen. And glad that all of you can be a part of it.
We'll be right back with more News Leader on 6.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Sports Council recently held its induction ceremony for the first class of the newly created Tullahoma Sports Hall of Fame. In this video, coaching legend Wallace Wade is inducted.
Our next inductee into the Tullahoma Sports Hall of Fame is sponsored by Access Title and Escrow Incorporated. Mr. William Wallace Wade. Wallace Wade is being inducted as a coach. In 1919, Wade began his coaching career at Fitzgerald Clark Military Academy and Prep School in Tullahoma, where in 2 seasons he coached his teams to a 16-3 record and won the Tennessee State Prep School Championship. In 1921, Wade went to Vanderbilt as an assistant coach, where they won 2 Southern Conference championships. Yes, Vanderbilt won championships in football. In 1923, Wade went to the University of Alabama for 8 years, leading them to their first 4 Southern Conference titles, 3 national championships, 3 Rose Bowl trophies, and a record of 61-13-3. Alabama finished the regular season in 1925 9-0 and outscored its opponents 277-7. But enough about Alabama. In 1931, Wade went to Duke University for 16 seasons, broken up by 4 years of World War II. In 1937, Coach Wallace Wade was on the cover of Time magazine. In 38, his team was undefeated during the regular season and did not allow a single point. In 42, Wade resigned as head coach of Duke to volunteer for the U.S. Army at the age of 49. He rose to the rank of lieutenant colonel and was awarded a Bronze Star and 4 Battle Stars. In 1946, he returned to head coaching job at Duke after the war ended and coached the Blue Devils through the 1950 season. That year, he was appointed Commissioner of the Southern Conference, a position he held until 1960. Duke University's football stadium was renamed in his honor as Wallace Wade Stadium in 1967. In 86, William Wallace Wade died at the age of 94. In 2006, a bronze statue of Coach Wade was erected in front of Bryant-Denny Stadium at the University of Alabama. The football field on the old THS campus and the old East Junior High School campus was named Wade Field. Wallace Wade Avenue now runs alongside Bryant Denny Stadium at the University of Alabama. He is enshrined in the National Football Hall of Fame and the Alabama Sports Hall of Fame. William Wallace Wade is considered one of the greatest coaches in the history of college football. Mr. Pat Welch will be accepting the award tonight, but welcome into the Tullahoma Sports Hall of Fame, an absolute legend, Mr. William Wallace Wade.
And let's watch now as former wrestling star Matt Sweeten is recognized prior to his induction into the Hall of Fame.
Our next inductee into the Tullahoma Sports Hall of Fame is sponsored by Amy Morris Photography. Mr. Matthew Brian Sweeten becomes the first wrestler in the Tullahoma Sports Hall of Fame. Matt began his wrestling career as a third grader in the Tullahoma Youth Program. From third grade to senior year, Matt won 26 overtime matches, all in less than 15 seconds after the overtime started. He is a three-time state champion at 103 pounds, 145 pounds, and 160 pounds. He was the first Tullahoma High School wrestler to win a state championship. Matt's THS record was 177-15, including a 42-0 mark his senior year. He's a two-time Region 5 champion. Matt is only the second in the state of Tennessee to win a championship as a freshman. He's the only three-time state champion in Middle Tennessee south of Williamson County. Matt Sweeten holds the Tennessee state record for the largest range of weight class championships, from 103 pounds to 160 pounds. He also wrestled at Lassen Community College in Susanville, California for 1 year. In 2000, he was named Region 5 Best Wrestler. He received the Wildcat Invitational Tournament Best Wrestler Award. He was the Cumberland County Wrestling Duels Tournament MVP and named to the Tennessee Sports Writers Association All-State Team. In 2001, again, Region 5 Best Wrestler and Best Match Award. Tennessee Sports Writers Association All-State. Named to the Middle Tennessee Dream Team. United States Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award, and the Outstanding Wrestler at Tullahoma High School. Our newest inductee, Mr. Matthew Brian Sweeten.
More news later on 60 is coming up in a moment.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma. Check out this 2018 Ford Escape, up to $6,000 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma on Highway 55, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Aristocats recently previewed their new show at Tullahoma High School. In this video, the group performs Funhouse.
And don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Russ Barrett and Clint Orr from the Tullahoma Lions Club, who are having their annual fundraiser to help provide all of the services they offer in the area. Scott from the Hands-On Science Center will come by and let us know about all their events coming up, and we'll also hear some music from the South Jackson Street Band's recent Valentine's Day performance at Bell Buckle Banquet Hall. All that and more on this week's Living.
And stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Check out this 2018 Kia Stinger, yours today for only $370 a month. Kia is the power to surprise with its 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Stop by Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma and let us tell you why we are #1 in customer satisfaction. That's Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gotta be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
It's your trademark. That something special everyone knows and remembers. It's your thing. It's made holidays special for decades. And summers unforgettable for the entire neighborhood. It's made everyone laugh every single time. Don't let illness or injury keep you from doing your thing. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1994 at 70 degrees. The record low was in 1958 at -1 degree. The average high on this day is 53 and the average low is 33. Rain continues in the forecast for tonight with a low of around 42. Rain in the forecast again on Wednesday with a high of 54 and a low of 43, and mostly cloudy weather expected on Thursday with a high of 58 and a low of 47. And that's our newsletter report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for News Leader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.